وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Can everybody give me a audio check, please, if you would? How's my audio doing? You hear me pretty good on my headset, or is there a hella noise? Walaikum salam. Okay, well, that's good. Clear and good and loud. Okay, good. What's going on, everybody? I am going to try to make it to Vega, Texas. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How you are doing? I am doing good. Alhamdulillah. I'm doing good. Alhamdulillah. Just working hard, man. Working hard. My Something's wrong with my car, so kind of dealing with that. Something's wrong with my car, so it's in the shop. They're telling me it's a head gasket. It's just like an expensive fix. Big dua for me. No, it's like 65 degrees. It's not even warm. You know what I mean? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A little bit of a news for the people, for the men in the room. I don't know, women too. I got a book coming out. I'm actually working on it. Um, you know what it is. Revival of Man. Talking about the Muslim masculinity as it pertains to the Quran and Sunnah. What we're going to do is talk about and discuss masculinity as it pertains to the Quran and Sunnah. Away with this emotion, away with this cuckery, away with this so-called masculinity that people are learning back home. We're going to talk about the real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm in the midst of writing a book. I'm putting together a website. I've done a bunch of videos uh, for the Revival of Man members that have not released yet. But yeah, define degrees as in temperature. There you go. Oh, what am I eating? Does it sound like I'm eating? No, I'm not eating anything. I'm just driving. It sounds like I'm eating. You hear me chewing. Yeah, you might be a little bit high, bro. Just a little bit. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Ayman, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not eating, I'm just breathing. So, not eating, not drinking. Just, that's my air freshener is in my top bin rolling around. Got to keep the air fresheners. You know what I mean? I am in this truck 24 hours a day for 4 days straight. So, yeah, there's always that. Do I think there will be a ceasefire? I have no idea. No idea. You know, the Jews don't want a ceasefire, and Hamas doesn't either. So, I don't know. I don't know what makes sense anymore. You have a bunch of Arab Muslim, so-called Muslim countries around them, and everybody's afraid to stand up for Palestine. You know, if Mecca or Medina was under attack, everybody would, crap themselves. And I mean, when it comes to Al Quds, which is, the third holiest place in Islam, nobody cares. So I don't know. I don't know why they're silent. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, that is a huge paragraph. I'm trying to drive a big rig, and dude just drops a paragraph. Whatever you said, okay. Can't read paragraphs when I'm driving a big rig. Please keep your comments shorter. Oh, you're all right, man. You're all right. It's all good. Just want to, stay safe as possible. And, you know what I mean? Why isn't anyone doing anything about this genocide? That's a good question. What do you think? Jazakallah khair. Yeah, they might be scaredy cats, just like the brother just said right there. They might be scaredy cats. Walaikum salam. That is the most interesting spelling of salam alaikum I've ever seen in my life. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't talk about Palestine these days. Lately, I mean, I do on X, but it's just you know what the thing is. We talk so all the Muslims do is talk, right? Talk, talk, talk. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do we do? Oh, let's blame that person and blame, nobody does anything at the end of the day. So I'd like to talk about something that we can actually do rather than to ask the same questions all over again constantly. So if anybody wants me to see their comment, make sure that you make it short and not writing a novella comment, because I am behind the wheel of a big rig. Current weight, I'm about 105,000 pounds right now, rolling down the road, 70 feet long, going about 76 miles an hour. So if you want me to read your comment, keep it a little bit short. If not, I can't read your comment. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, Rathgar, do you even know what Akida is? We'll ask that question first. Because if you don't know what Akida is, and you don't have a creed, and have not studied a creed and mastered a creed, I wouldn't worry about school of thought as of this point. I drive a Kinney. Walaikum salam, Albos. Walaikum salam, Indonesians and Malaysians and everybody. I never pass by Michigan, ever, 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 ever. Never. I just do my dedicated run from Oklahoma City to LA and back. That's all Medu. So, yeah, that's what I do. I guess I do. I guess they do. So, anyways, yeah, that's the news about Revival of Man. I'm going to be reviving the Revival of Man. The reason that I kind of got discouraged from doing Revival of Man is, I've been speaking about masculinity for over 20 years. Um, I've been mentoring people, young men, for about 12 years, actual paid members. And I was doing a retreat. I was organizing a retreat, and we were going. I had the whole venue, the place, camping spot out in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful place with a lake, kayaking. I was going to teach people how to fish and you know uh, clean fish and fry fish and make fires, and a little bit about survival. Talk about masculinity. I had some programs set up, hiking and stuff like that. Had a huge 12-person tent, and I said if anybody wants to, some privacy, go ahead and bring your own tent or whatever. That's fine. And so it was going pretty good. I had about in the beginning like 5 people that wanted to go, and with 3 other people asking questions, curious. And so I charged $150, because my time is worth money to teach you something. And it was a retreat for brothers only. And, supplies and food. And we had meals ready to eat, MRIs, just in case something bad happened, so we could all eat. It was just a weekend. It was, uh, it was 3 days. I think I planned it on a 3-day weekend. And so I had the whole program set out and everything. And I started getting emails. So my first email was, "Hey brother, Assalamu alaikum. Hey, I can't wait to go to the camping trip. just have some questions. My first question is, are you gonna have like a Wi-Fi connection at the campsite? And I was just like, man, what the? Oh my God, Wi-Fi connection, bro. Didn't you read in my itinerary that there's not going to be any electronics allowed? That is the whole point, to reconnect with nature and and to not be distracted with your electronics. Oh, wow. So like the whole weekend I can't be with my phone? Ooh, ahi, I don't know if I can come there now. And I'm just like, holy crap. This, you really need my retreat, right? You really, really need my retreat. Second email comes in like a day or two later. And this is an email talking about, hey brother, Assalamu alaikum. Hey, can't wait to go to the retreat. I just have a couple of questions. Are you guys gonna have like proper showers and proper bathrooms at the campsite? And I'm like, no, there is no bathrooms, there is no showers. It is a retreat in the middle of nowhere. Camping. Camping. Hello. There is no shower, Wi-Fi. There is no freaking bathroom, a toilet, okay? A toilet, grab a tree, squat in the bush somewhere, okay? Quit being such a sissy. And long story short, I end up canceling it. I just ended up canceling it because most of these Muslim men, males, not men, males, they couldn't be away from their phones for 3 days. They couldn't not be showered every day and have a toilet to sit on every day. And that's the problem. And that's one of the many problems with men, with Muslim men that we have these days. A lot of Muslim men or males resemble women more than men these days. It's bad to say that, but it's true. Prove me wrong. And so, yeah, I mean, even the sisters, they would be like, "Oh my God, 3 days without my phone and kids and a camping trip in the middle of nowhere. Okay, yeah, let's go." I mean, you would have more women signing up for that trip than men. Trust me. And that's not good at all. You know what I mean? That's just embarrassing. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm resurrecting that, and I just think that it's better to write a book. Like I said, I'm gonna have the website. I'm gonna have one-on-one counseling like I already do right now. And so we're under construction, but it's going through because man, oh man, do Muslim men really need some construction? I'll tell you what, wowzers, they need some construction. It's like they could tell you everything about a video game, but nothing about camping. I mean, what if something happens? What if something happens? We all want to talk about the end times, right? Every Muslim wants to talk about the end times. Oh, the end times, ahi. Oh man, let's talk about it every day and say the same things, but not prepare. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Yeah, let's be weird. So, yeah, we all want to talk about the end times and talk. Muslim men, talk. Let's just talk about everything and not do anything. And what happens if you really find yourself in the end times and you don't know what to do? You have a wife, you have a kid, maybe 2 or 3 kids, and you don't even know how to protect them. That's a problem, don't you think? Like if somebody were to try to get into your house or enter your house, you'd probably call the police. But what happens when the police don't come anymore? What happens when they enter the house? What happens when they enter the house? And you're sitting there shaking along with your wife. Your wife is expecting you to protect her, and you don't know what to do. You're just standing there looking like a freaking weirdo, like a weakling, right? Everybody wants to talk about the end times. Nobody wants to prepare for the end times. What happens when you lose your job? What happens when the economy goes to crap and grocery stores stop putting food on their shelves? What happens then? Walaikum salam. What happens then when there is no canned food? Have you prepared? Have you stocked for 10, 15 years? Huh? It's a problem. It is a problem. Yeah, everybody is playing video games and working on their IT careers, but what happens when you lose the internet and the economy goes to hell? And it is. If you live in America, oh boy, you better realize that real quick. And so my whole point is civilization will return to the beginning, where it is the survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. Only the ones that have prepared will survive. Right. Alaikum salam. So that's what I'm trying to do. That is what I am trying to do, Ikhwan. And believe me, I think the women will thank me, because I'm going to divide my program and my book into 3 categories. That is manhood, husband, right? And father. Because men need work in all 3 of these areas. Right? And if any of you are on my TikTok, on my live streams, I talk about it all the time. All the time. That's the biggest thing. We all want to talk about things, but we don't want to talk about things that are solution based. Everybody wants to talk or come to my live stream and talk about things that we have no control over: genocide, ceasefire, Palestinian issues, the inactivity of Muslims surrounding Palestine doing nothing. Uh, what is going to happen when we talk about these things? What's going to happen? Oh, they're not doing anything because they're scared. Okay, well, what did that do? Did that make anybody feel better, or are we inching closer to a ceasefire because of that, or no? So the only thing that we can do is talk about things which are solution based. And what we need to do, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, it's so easy to be a real man and husband. Just follow the sunnah of Rasulullah. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh my God. It's just, it's so easy to be a man. Okay. Yeah, that's why our divorce rate in for Muslims is 48% now. But it's so easy. Okay, well, it's not easy for 48% of people because they don't know what it is to be a man. They're not talking about the taboo issues that are happening in our community right now. Uh, Many people I mean, with all due respect, if a client came to me and said, "I'm struggling with masculinity. I have trauma with my father. I'm getting over a divorce. What should I tell him?" All you got to do is follow the sunnah. Is there anything else, brother? No, just follow the sunnah. It's real easy to be a man. You just got to follow the sunnah. I, oh God, please. Oh, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. This is why we are where we are. Walaikum salam, Asha Ali. Because they don't follow the sunnah. Okay. So when a client comes to me with those same problems, I'm just going to tell them what you said. You're probably not following the Quran and sunnah. Okay, but how do I help me? I don't even pray. Hey, you just follow the Quran and sunnah. Start praying. That's all I got for you. Like, do you hear yourself? Anyways, forget it. Oh, Ya Allah. Okay. Just delete. Let me block this guy so we can get into a real conversation. Um, so the brother says that being a man is easy. All you have to do is follow the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay. All you got to do to be a man, it's real easy. All you got to do is follow the Quran and Sunnah. Um, that's probably why that particular brother doesn't know too much about masculinity or being a man, because anybody that says, "Oh, it's real easy to be a man. You just got to do this. That's the solution. Follow the Quran and Sunnah." You have people. Now, here's a little bit of a wake up call. The people that I deal with in real life, that I mentor, you have real people that. I mean, are you ready for me to say this? You have real people, Muslims, that don't pray, that are struggling and have had their marriages ruined by porn. They are addicted to self pleasure, okay, masturbation. They are estranged from their family. They are barely hanging on to a string of believing in Islam, and all kinds of problems. And you don't just tell a person like that. It's real easy. The answer to your problem is follow the Quran and Sunnah. They don't even pray. They have real problems, real world problems. So when the brother says, ah, I'm struggling with porn and masturbation, and I'm struggling. I don't even pray. I haven't prayed in 10 years. And what am I supposed to tell him? It's the shaitan. I mean, like, all you got to do is pray. You don't pray? I got the solution. Pray. Oh, okay. Ash, are you a woman or a man? Okay. Mortadin. What does that even have to do with what we're talking? Never mind. Oh my God. There's a difference between TikTok and YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna switch